Hello and welcome back to my kitchen again. Today I'm going to make a delicious tortilla soup. It's light and it's easy to prepare and it's wonderful. Now I've already done part of the chopping for the tomatoes. It takes 4 cups of diced tomatoes and I'm using my Nemco Easy Chopper. So what I'm going to do is bring y'all up close and let you see me do the last few of the tomatoes to see how it works. This is the neatest thing, one of the best gifts my husband's ever bought me. I love it. Of course, I love kitchen gadgets. So anyway, let me move the camera up close where y'all can see and you can watch the last bit of this chopping. In my bowl down here, I've already got about 3 cups or 2 cups of the diced, and I'm doing them on the 1/2 inch chop. See, it's got the little squares. And it, when you put your tomato on there and bring the handle down, you've got perfect little pieces. Okay, I've been busy. I went ahead and prepped everything. In this container, I have got 2 tablespoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, 2 teaspoons of white pepper, and in this one, I have 3 minced cloves of garlic. I've got 4 cups of cooked chicken ready to use. I have my 4 cups of diced Roma tomatoes and 1½ to 2 cups of chopped onion. Now you take your chopped onion and you saute it in about a tablespoon of butter until it just gets clear. You don't want it caramelized, just clear. So I'm fixing to put this into the butter over here on the stove. You might hear the sizzle. And I'm going to just cook it for a little bit until it's clear. Now, you also need to have 1 gallon of chicken broth. And I had already cooked off and had some broth, so I've got my broth heating. Had it in the refrigerator, the ice box. I'm getting better. So I'm going to warm the broth while this is going to, then when the onions get clear, you just put everything in the pot and let it simmer. Add everything together and simmer it for about 7 minutes. You're not gonna cook it a whole long time. And this is absolutely one of the best tortilla soups you'll ever have in your life. And then you can garnish it with some avocado, tortilla strips, a little dollop of sour cream, whatever you want to put on the top. I've got my chicken broth. My gallon of chicken broth is heating and it's to a simmer now. And I've got my 1½ cup of chopped onions sauteing in a tablespoon of butter just until they get soft and clear. We don't want to caramelize them. I've got my 4 cups of diced tomatoes, and I have 4 cups of chopped chicken that I had previously cooked. In this little container, I have 2 tablespoons of cumin, 1 tablespoon of salt. I've got 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, and 2 teaspoons of white pepper. You know, I like pepper, so this is a good recipe for me. And then I've got 3 garlic cloves minced. And well, it's probably more than 3. It's 2 to 3 tablespoons. So forget that I said that. 2 to 3 tablespoons, and I have 3 tablespoons. I measured it. So that's ready. So as soon as the onions get soft, I will bring you back and we will put everything into the chicken broth. I'm just going to aim it where you can see the stove. My onions are pretty well translucent. Give them a little stir. And then in goes my cumin and my salt and all of my peppers. And the garlic. Remember, it's 3 tablespoons of garlic. And I'll put the chicken in. And the 4 cups. And the recipe called for, and what I chose to use, was Roma tomatoes. You can use whatever you want. I think they're all red and pretty. But 4 cups of Roma tomatoes diced. Okay, it needs to come up to a simmer, and then I need to simmer it for 7 minutes. Then it's going to be ready. It's all done, and it's beautiful. I've got it plated up here in a bowl, and I fixed it with some avocado and some sour cream, a little bit of the Mexican blend cheese. I'm going to get a little taste of it. I want some of everything. I added a little cilantro on the top too. It's hot. That's very tasty. It's a little bit of a bite to it with the pepper, but when you put the sour cream in it, tones it down a little bit. I think this one is going to be a winner for y'all. We love it. And sometimes when I make it, I add a couple of zucchini squash and about a cup of whole kernel corn. That's up to you. It adds some color and a little bit more substance or sustenance, or what's the word you're trying to say, Gabe, in there. And makes it a little bit more filling. I didn't have any tortillas to fry to put on the top, but you could garnish it with some tortilla strips. So I hope you make it. Let me know what you think about it, and come back tomorrow for another recipe. Now, I've talked to several people in person around my town that watch my videos, but you haven't subscribed. There's a little red button right down there on the right. When you're facing the screen, it's on your right. If you'll click that, if you haven't already subscribed to YouTube, you'll have to do a username and password, fill in the blanks. But it sure would help me if you would subscribe. I need some more of y'all to subscribe for me. So please share the link and tell your friends about it and help my channel to grow. Now, y'all have a good evening. Gather around the table and have something yummy. Turn those phones off and visit with each other. Have a blessed day.